Welcome to Mrs. Wright's Basement. Today we're going to be looking at comma craze, part 1. The word comma comes from a Greek word meaning a piece cut off. That's just what a comma does. It cuts off or separates words from a sentence. Here are 4 rules for commas. Rule 1. Use commas to divide 3 or more items in a series. Commas are correct if it can be replaced with the words and or. The colors of the American flag are red, white, and blue. We could say red and white and blue. Weekends I ride my bike, walk my dog, or wash my car. We could replace the comma with an or, just as we did with the comma up here with the and. Therefore, when we write sentences like this, we do not have to use the comma before the last item in the series. The point is to be consistent and keep your writing clear. So even with more than one adjective where we would use and or, we would put a comma. For instance, it was a dark, stormy night. We could say dark and stormy. However, look at this sentence. I saw an endangered white tiger. There's no comma because we would not say endangered and white tiger. That would sound awkward. Caution. Remember, when you only have 2 items, the driver cleaned the battery and started the car, you would not use a comma. This comma rule causes many red pun marks for college students. Use a comma to divide an introductory phrase from the rest of the sentence. Let's look at this sentence. In the middle of the storm, the lights went out. This is the main sentence. This is my introductory phrase, separated with a comma. Pushing and laughing, the children ran into the park. Here's my comma, separating the introductory phrase from the rest of the sentence. Caution, when your introductory phrase is short, you do not need a comma. On my way, I saw a robbery. Very short, no comma. Afterward, the police arrested the thieves. Very short introductory phrase. We do not need a comma. She's right, you know. Now let's look at short expressions, or interjections. With short expressions of emotion, however, we do separate those from the rest of the sentence with a comma. For instance, when my son asks me, "Let me borrow the car, please," my correct response is, "No, screw you." I mean, no, you can't. Rule 3. Use commas with words that interrupt the flow of the sentence. For instance, our roof, though, is in good shape. We use commas to take out the interrupter. Her bike, cleaned and repaired, is for sale. Cleaned and repaired interrupts the flow of the sentence, so we separate it from the sentence with commas. Interrupters can be in the middle of a sentence, at the beginning of the sentence, and at the end of a sentence. And the number of commas that you use depends on where the interrupter is. Rule number 4, use commas to set off names being spoken to. Let's look at these sentences. Can't you sleep, Sue? Dad, your shirt is too big. Hey, lady, you dropped your purse. The number of commas that you use to separate those names, again, depends on where the name is placed within the sentence. This rule is easy to remember if we can think about what the sentence means with or without the comma. Let's take a look at these 2 sentences. Let's paint Frank, or let's paint Frank. This one, Frank's gonna run to the hills because we're gonna paint him. This one, we're asking Frank, hey, do you wanna paint together? Remember that the comma tells us when to pause, slow down, or notice something. Good writing is correct writing. Commas can give clarity to our writing that no other punctuation mark can. A good tip to remember is read your writing out loud. Wherever you list, pause, or interrupt, look to see if you need a comma. Now you know 4 rules for the importance of comma usage. Join us next time to learn more. Good writing communicates clearly. Bad writing muddies the mind and isn't worth our time.